Hey guys, Motor Car Nut again. Today we're talking about the PCV valves on the TSI and TFSI engines that fail all the time. Now, there's two ways to take care of this issue. A lot of times you just replace the whole thing, but the good ones, the ones that from the factory, all right, the VW ones from the factory are more expensive, a lot more expensive. They could be like almost 200 bucks. And the aftermarket ones you can get for like $25 to $30, they're really junk and they don't last long at all. So what we could do is just replace, and a lot of times this fails. What fails on these is that you feel air here, either pushing out or sucking in. You'll hear it, right? The diaphragm in here fails. These is off the 1.6 is a little bit later model. These are the earlier models, basically the same thing. If you're cash strapped, I would do, you could do it this way. You can get just the diaphragm part, okay? And that's gonna be like maybe 15 bucks. Sometimes even 20 bucks. You can even get the German ones. Or, I mean, the best thing is to replace the whole thing. But again, if you're cash strapped, you can just replace, especially if it's leaking here, just this diaphragm part itself. Now, when you order the part, make sure it's the right part before you take it apart. And you're gonna just get a screwdriver, a little thin screwdriver. All right, in here, and you're gonna put it in here and lift up the tabs. One here, one here. This one's hard to do. One in there, one in there. Even if you break it, it's okay. Just don't break the tabs, but you can break this piece because you're gonna have the new one. All right, so here we go here. All right, basically it's like a spring and it's vacuum in here. This is vacuum, this moves up and down. Now this basically comes with this and this. Sometimes it only comes with this, then you definitely don't wanna break this. All right, the reason why is if there's a leak in here, it's gonna tell you by coming out of that hole right there. You see this? Now you look around and I can already see, look how bad this one was. One, look at that. Oh my God, look at that, how bad it was. Look at this, you could just touch it and it just, because it's age and heat and they fail. So in actuality, if this is the only thing that fails after a while and the spring really okay, and this valve in here is good, this little thing over here is good, it's not gummed up. And the good thing about it, you don't have to take it off the car. That's another thing. You don't have to take it off the car. You don't have to replace this gasket. And you just order the part. It may come, I don't know, I think it comes with this and the spring. Or these three, I don't know what I'm pretty sure it comes with this, this, and the spring. And what you just do, you just put it back on like that. All right, you put this thing back in where it belongs, and you line this up. This goes this way to here. Just like on this one. You see that? This will go in here like this, just make sure it's lined up. And it goes something like this. And you push down. But of course you do it with two hands and you don't, well, yours is gonna be in the car, so you're not gonna have to worry about nothing. Everything is gonna be nice and flush. And you just push it down tight. Make sure all the little tabs are tight. All right, you start the car up and you make sure there's no leaking, and that's it. You save yourself a lot of money because now everything, especially if you're going, with the aftermarket, everything's all factory except the part that failed. Like again, they're expensive. You get the cheap one, it's gonna have a cheap diaphragm. I've seen them. This is cheaper, the internal, everything is cheaper, a lot cheaper. And it may only last a couple of months. And you still gotta take it off. So people are not familiar, are not they don't have the screws, these are all different types of Torx screws. I think there's a Torx 30s. You may not have that set, but everybody has a screwdriver. That's all you need. And fixing that diaphragm can solve a lot of the problems, like how the telltale sign, like I was saying, is the whistling, right? You hear the whistling, or you have vacuum or suction, or even pressure sometimes. Another thing is you open the oil cap where you fill the oil, and if it has extreme suction or if the engine dies, all right, that's a telltale sign of the diaphragm failing. And also the code you will get is a P0, I think it's a 171 plus a P2279. That's definitely the diaphragm inside the PCV. You can get misfire codes. What else? You could have the car can burn oil, a lot of oil. That's not good. All right. P0507 or the P2887. So 2187, I'm sorry. So those are all codes that could be related to that little simple $12 part. All right. So other than that, fast to do. Same thing if you have this type. That should help you out. It sets you up with a little more of a visual. I mean, some people, this is, new to them. So the guys that are pretty more advanced, just bear with me. All right. When you take your engine cover off, this is the valve cover, cam cover, whatever they want to call it. The PCV sits right in there. And again, when I was talking about taking the oil cap off, I meant this cap. You take it off and don't pull it out. You take it off and you got a lot of suction. I mean, you almost can't grab it. And then when you do pull it off, the engine stalls. It's probably this diaphragm in here is destroyed. All right, and that's where it goes. Again, if you wanted to take it off, there's going to be a hose here that goes to the turbo tube. All right, you're going to have to take the screws off. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, if you want to do it that way, there's going to be a hose here, and you just take it off. You clean this surface with a, nice, just clean it. You're going to have it comes with a new gasket if you're going to get a new one. And you just install it the same way. All right, and you torque them down 80 inch-pounds. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a crisscross pattern if you want to do that. I thought I'd give you that a little bit of extra information. All right, guys, that's it. Motorcar Nut, please subscribe. Hit that like button. Any questions pertaining to this video, leave them below. I answer all my questions, and I really appreciate all the feedback I'm getting. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching.